Hi, my name is Miguel Toral, and I want to let everyone know that I'm running for president of the United States under the Green Party, the Progressive Green Party. And so the Progressive Green Party, this is what we want to do. We want to create new cities, okay? New cities, and these would be cities that are modern, that are up to code, that are smart, where we have smart buildings, smart roads, and the vehicles and our infrastructure will be for things like cars that run on their own, and also solar powered electric cars. And we also want to emphasize other forms of transportation like scooters, bicycles, okay, and the small scooters. So regular like mopeds, and then the little electric scooters, and also subway systems. Okay, light rail subways, trolleys, things like that. So we want to make a new Atlanta. I live in Atlanta now. A new Atlanta, a new New York, a new Washington, D.C., definitely a new New Orleans, away from the ocean so that we don't have disasters like we did with Katrina. And also, if we build these new cities, then we will eventually have people moving into the new cities. And the new cities would be, of course, environmentally friendly. Okay? The other thing that we need to have is marijuana, at least medical marijuana in the U.S. Completely um, medical, and also, and if we want, just do medical and recreational. Why not? I mean, Canada, our neighbor next door to the north, they have marijuana in the whole country of Canada. So why not us? We've already had several states pass medical, and a lot of them also passed recreational. So this will create a lot of jobs and a lot of income for a lot of people, because, as you know, this is a good way to stop things like the opioid epidemic that we have in the United States. Okay, so that's one of the points that we want to stress, is that we should just make marijuana legal across the United States, just like Canada has done in some other countries. Okay, so why have separate, laws in different states and so forth? Well, the majority of states have passed marijuana laws. So let's go ahead and continue and pass it across the border, you know, all across the United States. Okay. Um, then the other thing that I want to do is let's make other laws the same, uh, driving laws. Is it 16 or is it 18 or 15 or whatever? Make everything uniform. Our laws should be uniform like this. Also, the same thing with education. Let's make education uniform. So when kids transfer from one state to the other, they're on the same page, okay? So that history in one class is the same as history in another state, as far as, what books are being used, what's being taught. Everything should be uniform, okay? Then we want to have laws that will gear us towards the future. Renewable energy, solar, wind, okay? Water, okay? Energy that is non-renewable will not be allowed in the cities. That's out. Fossil fuel is out, okay? We don't need to be dependent on Saudi Arabia. We don't need to be dependent on Venezuela. Okay, their government's a mess anyway. So I support the new government in Venezuela. Okay, Maduro, you've got to go. Okay, so I think that that's what we should do. Also, we've got to create laws that will punish people that are continuing to use fossil fuel. No, we need to just use renewable energy, okay? Okay, the other thing is I think it has been shown that other forms of non-opioid drugs are good, like plant medicines that are being found in the jungles in the Amazon, okay? So these things can also be used to help with the opioid crisis that we have in our country. And then the other thing is maybe we should go and go down to Mexico and annex Mexico, because that way, hey, the Mexicans are here. The ones that want to work here are here. We don't have to worry about anything else because they want to work. And also, we won't have to worry about a border wall being built by the Mexicans, because guess what? In the border of Mexico and Guatemala, there is already a wall, okay? And it was built by Mexicans. So their solves our border problems with the wall and so forth, okay? Now, climate change. You know how they say that we are in a warmer climate. It's causing hurricanes, strong hurricanes, things like Katrina, Michael, and so forth. Okay, so we need to cool down our oceans. I say have ice brought in from boats, cruise ships off the coast of the Caribbean. These cruise ships that are off the coast of Florida, they should just dump all their ice from their drinks, you know? So if you're drinking on a cruise ship, right, you get free cocktails and so forth. Just drop your ice into the ocean. This will cool it off, okay? Or maybe we just take a hunk of ice from, Antarctica, bring it in on a cruise ship, just dump it in the ocean, in the Caribbean. That cools off the water, stops the hurricanes, the big giant hurricanes, okay? So this is me, Miguel Toral, and I'm running for president. Just let everybody know, all my friends. And you can make contributions. Just send me a check, okay? Just send me an email, mtoral2005@gmail.com, and I'll send you the info for my account where you can, drop me, a fund, to help me with my campaign, because we want to win this campaign. We want to be a green team, okay? So yeah, some of the members in Congress, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, they want a green country by 2030. And I agree, we need to build new buildings, but not just buildings, entire cities, okay? Entire cities with the emphasis being on recyclable and renewable energy and modes of transportation, like scooters, bicycles, which will help your health, by the way, okay? That will lower health costs for many Americans. And if we build new cities, like a few miles from the old cities, inland more, so if there are still some hurricanes and so forth, we won't have to worry about big floods flooding places like New Orleans, like what happened in Katrina. So what we want to do is build new cities, because we have to build towards the future, the 22nd century, okay? So we need to have these cities that are going to be in the 22nd century, but they just need to be an upgrade of